Right, so the three films that spring to mind when I think about films that resonate with me are It's a Wonderful Life, one of the first films one of the first kind of adult films or grown-up films I saw when I was a child, and it resonated for me because I loved that the main character, Jimmy Stewart, meets the guardian angel and he sees a glimpse of what his life would have been like if he'd taken a different path. And that's a fairly grown-up thing to think about when you're little, but it really kind of impacted on me, and it's just wonderful acting and wonderful characters, and gets you thinking about life and your purpose and what you want to do. The second film that resonates for me, Cinema Paradiso, that I saw in my early teens, and I just thought it was a really joyous, uplifting film and a celebration of life. And because I love movies, I really felt that it was just captured the kind of joy of life and the joy on film as well. And the third one is When Harry Met Sally, that I saw in my early 20s, which is just about genuine love and finding your kindred spirit, and I just really loved it, and I love Billy Crystal and he's just so funny. So those are my three films.
So I would say certainly one would be the first Alien movie, because it's just it was just unlike anything else that had been done before, because I think Ridley Scott is a fantastic director anyway. He's just out there, you know. That's why I was very excited to see the Prometheus movie when that came out the other year, because yeah, it was like an Alien. It was billed as like an Alien prequel, which it sort of is, but it's not. It's I'm not going to go well. Alien is definitely one. I suppose another one would be the first Star Wars movie, which will be Episode 6, A New Hope. Because when I remember when that first came out in 1977, it was just the hysteria around it. That again was unlike anything that had been done before, and you know, and the mere fact that most of the actors in it were practically unknown as well. That was, and you know, and he did so well, you know, because these days, if you put a film out with a bunch of unknowns in, you know, it's like people aren't going to be that drawn to it because they don't know who the people that are in it. You know what I mean? And I suppose my third one would be The Hunt for Red October, because I'm quite a fan of all those sort of Tom Clancy type, you know, films, and all that whole series, you know, they revolve around that central character, Jack Ryan, which has been played by about 4 different actors. But I just think, you know, that, I mean, that one in particular was allegedly based on a true story. Whether it actually was true or not, I don't know, because it said there's a caption at the beginning. It says, "None of what you're about to see ever happened," according to, you know, both US and Russian governments. But I wouldn't be at all surprised if it did. You know, it's the kind of thing they cover up. You know, the captain of a new Russian sub wanting to defect, and it's you know, it's supposed to be this new sub that's got this new propulsion system that's silent, that can't be detected by sonar or anything like that, and you know, just the complete, because they don't know his intentions to start with, the complete panic it causes throughout the whole of the Atlantic Ocean. He's got the whole Russian Navy after him, and then it's also the lies that are told to the American government by the Russians, basically because the Russian foreign minister, whoever he is, who's talking to the defense secretary of America, they're lying to him, so he's only telling them what he's been told, and it becomes apparent later in the film that he comes in quite flustered, and it's obvious. He's obviously annoyed that he's been lied to, so he's been made to look an idiot. Typical, government. So that's the kind of, that's my 3 films. So.